So, I I've been reflecting a little bit about um, what we went through in this class and like what we did throughout this class. And I've been trying to think about things that um, really made me think. Maybe some things that surprised me or changed my way of thinking as far as technology is concerned in the classroom. Um, One thing that kind of surprised me a little bit was how many different um, applications there were for making like infographics and posters. Um, it was really interesting, and how easy it was to utilize these tools. I'm not certain that they all were as user-friendly for a tablet, per se, but I would definitely recommend a lot of these to a friend. Some an assignment that made me think was the note card confessions assignment, where you had to be able to tell a story in very short blurbs on a note card, which was very challenging. Some things that maybe changed my idea of technology in the classroom were, as I was going through my website, I was even thinking about this too. There really wasn't a whole lot that was super challenging or super taxing. There were a lot of assignments that I didn't necessarily enjoy a whole lot, and there were some that I struggled to find value in where it would be for me in my classroom, but I realized that there will be applications, there will be test structures, there will be curriculums that I am given, no matter what district that I'm in, that I may be forced to use. That said, I think that this course taught me how to persevere and endure, if you will, and try to find the best way to execute something with the tools that I've been given, if that makes sense. I guess a wow moment that I had during the semester was there's an application that I had used on my phone a lot. It's not a free application, it's about $2. It's called Tonal Energy, and it's advertised as a tuning app, but it does a lot more. It also lets you do a lot of analysis of sound on your device as well. Big wow moment I had, honestly, was that there's a lot more you can do with that application, and as far as sound analysis is concerned, there's also a lot more input settings on the tablet application than there is on the mobile application, and the amount of assignments that I could give utilizing just that one application as far as recording is concerned, and recording individual practice sessions, for my students, especially in my ensembles. Like really, that kind of opened up a whole new world of not only me teaching my students, but also giving my students another means of being able to have their own wow moments on their own, both maybe in or even outside of the classroom in their own individual playing time. My two favorite applications that I used during this course were probably GarageBand and Tonal Energy. First I'm going to talk to you about GarageBand. Really the big reasons why I love GarageBand is because it has so many different applications that you can use in your classroom, and actually even outside of your classroom too. Cool thing about GarageBand is that it can be used for very basic scratch recordings, but can also be used to make a pretty good semi-professional product. And it's also free, and developed by Apple, so it's a great app. Really, it has a lot of great MIDI applications as well as analog recording applications, which makes it great for ensembles because of recording assignments. It makes it great for theory classes because of composition assignments and the utilization of both live musicians and or digital music making as well. The reason why I really dug Tonal Energy was because Tonal Energy, though that it's really advertised as a tuner, it really is a lot more than that. Tonal Energy is also a metronome. It also allows the user to do a great deal of sound analysis in multiple different ways. You can see different wavelengths on the harmonic series. You can see whether or not you are scooping into or out of certain pitches. You can see the attacks and releases. You can see the decibel range, and it'll color code it for you if you so wish, or you can have the classic green spectrum. There's also both video and audio capabilities in this application, which makes it really easy to stick onto a stand and to utilize for students in that manner. And because of that also, utilizing this application, you can also, when you're doing your video editing, or rather your video recording, you can, in the corner of your screen, still see a visualizer that will show you whether or not you're in tune and how far off you are, and also whether or not you're sharp or flat. I feel like this is an incredible tool for any musician, especially for those who spend a lot of time in the practice room. You can also take those same recordings and export them into GarageBand. So these two applications work really well together, I think, for just about any musician, whether they are making some of the first sounds on their instrument or they're about to go play with a professional ensemble.